Hi, writers. So, for the rest of the year, we're going to do a really special and memorable type of writing. It's called journal writing. So, what I want you to do right now, when I say pause, is I want you to go and find either a notebook or a journal or a diary or some type of book with pages in it that you can write in every day as your journal. Pause the video and go find your journal now. All right, friends, you have this journal. This journal that you're going to write in every day is going to be really, really special. Let me tell you why. So, we are going to start journal writing today. Now, you might be wondering, why should I keep a journal? Well, there are three really good reasons why. First, you can capture crazy or important moments in your life by writing about them. So many things are happening to you. It's a crazy time right now. If we write about it, we can capture the moment. And then in the future, when you're older, you can go back and read about it. How cool is that? A journal is also a good way to write or draw about things that are happening to you, feelings that you're feeling, or things that you want to remember forever, right? Sometimes we forget things, but if we write things down, if we write down our experiences and our feelings and things that we did and that happened to us, and we use lots and lots of details, then it's like we can remember and relive those moments forever. And last, my most favorite reason why we should keep a journal is because it is a really cool way to look back and remember all the moments of your life. We're going to start this journal together today. And even when school ends and the school year's over, you can still continue writing in this journal every day. This is a habit that you can keep for the rest of your life. And then maybe you'll fill up this one journal that you were starting with and you'll need another journal. And then you'll fill that one up and you'll need another one. And you'll fill that one up and you'll need another one. And maybe by the time you're my age, by the time you're 35 years old, you might have like 10 journals. And those journals will be like the story of your life. You can go back and read those moments of your life. You could go back and be back in those moments and experience those things again, whether they're good moments or bad moments. You can go back in time and feel them again, live them again. But only if you add lots of really good details in your writing. Tell step by step, bit by bit, add adjectives and describing words, and really put your heart into your journal writing because really you're writing about you. Now, what are some things you can write about in your journal? Well, some days you might feel like you have so much to write and you don't need any help coming up with an idea. And some days you might be like, what should I write about today? So, the rest of this PowerPoint is going to be a menu of different things that you can write about in your journal. Remember, you only really have to write in your journal one time every day. If you want to write in your journal more, of course you can, but definitely make sure you do one journal entry per day. A journal entry is every time you write in your journal, it's an entry. Remember to always start with the date. So just like we did with our mindful journals, you're going to start on a fresh new page unless you want to write if there's room on the bottom of a page, use the bottom of the page, but just separate each journal entry or each time you write in your journal with the date. The date and then you're writing. The date and then you're writing. Remember to use both sides of the paper so that we can also save trees. All right, friends, let's get into the menu. So the first thing you could write about are the details of your day. This is kind of like weekend news, except you're writing about what happened today, right now, in this moment. So we're all going through a crazy time right now, and it's so different from anything that has ever happened before. So we're going to want to remember it. Maybe you went for a walk today. Maybe you had a Zoom call today. Maybe you made something today. Whatever you did today, write the details about it. Write a personal narrative telling about the details of your day. Tell me everything so that when you go back and read it in the future, you'll remember like it was yesterday. Then you can write a how-to. Now that we're at home every day, we might be learning how to do lots of new things that are different from the things we learn at school. Maybe you learned how to work Zoom and do a Zoom call. Maybe you learned how to make sock puppets. Maybe you learned how to do the laundry. Some of us are learning how to garden. Some of us are helping mommy and daddy cook. Some of us are just learning how to type on the computer or use Class Dojo. You can also, in your journal, write a how-to telling about the steps on how to do something. The next thing you can write about is any new learning. So during this time at home, you might be reading lots of books, watching videos, or talking to your family about lots of different topics. Maybe you learned something new about coronavirus and viruses in general. Maybe you learned something new about cooking. Maybe you learned something new about your parents' job. Maybe you learned something new about trying to not spread germs. Whatever it is, write to teach us about something new that you grew knowledge about. Teach us things, because you're very smart and you have a lot to share with the world. The next thing is a fun one. It's reviews. Since we can't really leave our homes, I'm sure you've been doing lots of activities and things at home to keep busy. Some might have been really, really fun and you loved them. And other ones, not so much. Maybe you hated some of those things and hope that you never have to do them again. And maybe you want to save your friends from having to ever do those things too. Well, that's where a review comes in. Maybe you watched some movies that were either really good and you want all your friends to watch them, or were really bad and you don't want anyone to watch them. Maybe you played some video games that were either really good or really bad. Or maybe you read some books, tried some food, played new games, explored something that was either really good or you didn't really like it. Either way, write a review to tell whether you liked it or didn't like it and why. The most important thing about a review is the why. What was bad about the movie or the game or the book? What was really good about the movie, the game, or the book? A review is basically convincing someone to either do what you did because it was so good and fun and exciting, or not do what you did because it was not good, fun, or exciting. You have to convince them it was good by giving details, or convince them it was bad by giving details. Feelings. We've been talking about feelings since the beginning of the year, and your mindful journals at school are full of your feelings. There's a lot going on right now. The whole world is practically closed and we can't really be with other people. It's normal to have lots of feelings about it. Grown-ups have feelings about it, kids have feelings about it, even our pets probably have feelings about it. Feelings are a part of being alive. Maybe some days you feel bored, maybe some days you feel scared, maybe some days you feel excited. Either way, tune into yourself and write to tell about how you're feeling and why. And remember, boys and girls, it's really important to talk about your feelings. So whenever you have feelings, you can talk to your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, another trusted grown-up like me, your teacher. And if you don't want to talk to a person, you could even just get your feelings out by talking to your toys or your stuffed animals. Or, like we're learning about today, you could write your feelings in your journal. As long as you get your feelings out of your heart so your heart doesn't have to carry all those feelings all the time, it's really good. So a journal is a great way to keep track and write about your feelings. You can also write letters in your journal. Since we can't actually see our friends and family, it's a great time to write them letters that you can give to them someday soon. Maybe you write a letter to your best friend. Maybe you write a letter to me, your teacher, or your first grade teacher, or kindergarten teacher. Maybe you even write a letter to your future self. Dear me, 2020 was not a good year, and I'll never forget second grade because it was a crazy time. When you're older, don't forget to enjoy the little moments. Make sure you hug your friends because those things are important. And when you can't do those things, it really makes you understand how nice it is to have those things. It'd be cool to write a letter to your future self, right? And then in the future, you'll read it and you'll remember what your 7-year-old self was thinking about and feeling, right? It would be cool to talk to your future self. You could tell your future self anything. You can also write lists. Now that we have so much free time, I'm sure we all have lots of things we hope we can do. We also probably have lots of things we want to buy, see, and do when the world opens up again. So maybe you have a list of movies that you're going to want to watch. Or maybe you have a list of places you want to go. Maybe you have a list of your favorite Beyblades. Maybe you have a list of restaurants that you're going to eat at when the world opens up. Maybe you have a list of friends you're going to hang out with or games you're going to play with them. Whatever it is, choose a topic and write a list of things that go with it. And last, you can always write poetry and songs in your journal. We have so much time to be present and observe while we're safe at home. Use your poet's eyes and tune into your heart to write poems and songs about things you've been noticing. That sharpener sounds like buzzing bees. The trees look like they're dancing in the wind. The sun is a light bulb for the earth. Open your eyes, think outside the box, see the world in extraordinary ways as you write poems or songs. All right, friends, for your independent work today and every day for the rest of the year, you're going to grab your notebook, choose a topic, and start writing. Every day, either you can write about something that you're feeling already that you already want to write about, or you can choose one of these topics to write about. Either way, make sure you write the date to start your new journal entry. Write your topic. So if you're doing how to, write how to on top. If you're doing feelings, write feelings on top. If you're doing a letter, write letter on top, and make sure you use letter format. But make sure you write the topic and the date, and then you start writing your journal entry. Use as many pages as you want. Write as much as you want, okay? It's up to you. Then what I want you to do is you're going to upload a picture of your journal writing to your student portfolio in the assignment called Journal Day 1. So in your student portfolio, you'll see an assignment called Journal Day 1, because tomorrow's day 1. For Wednesday, you'll see Journal Day 2. You'll see the day every day. So you're going to upload your picture right in that assignment. It's going to be a photo that you just so take a photo and upload it right in that assignment, and I can see the photo right there in your portfolio. All right, friends? All right. Happy writing. Really have fun with this. You can write about anything you want, okay? But make sure you're rereading your writing, editing, and revising to make sure that you will be able to read it in the future when you're my age. All right, friends. Happy writing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.